AI just found a secret signal that could supercharge future batteries. Imagine charging your phone in minutes instead of hours and never worrying about battery fires again. That's the promise scientists see in solid-state batteries, a technology many believe could power the next generation of electric cars, smartphones, and even grid-scale energy storage. But there's been one stubborn problem holding them back for years. Inside these batteries, ions have to move through solid materials, and figuring out which materials allow them to move quickly has been incredibly difficult. Now, researchers using artificial intelligence may have discovered a hidden signal that reveals when ions move through solids, almost like they're flowing in a liquid. And that discovery could dramatically accelerate the search for better batteries. To understand why this matters, think about how today's lithium-ion batteries work. Inside them, charged particles called ions travel between electrodes through a liquid electrolyte. That liquid environment allows ions to move easily, which is why lithium-ion batteries are so effective. But liquids also introduce risks. They can leak, degrade, or even catch fire. Solid-state batteries aim to replace that liquid with a solid electrolyte, which could make batteries safer, longer-lasting, and capable of storing far more energy. The challenge is that ions usually move much more slowly through solids than through liquids. Finding the rare materials where ions can move quickly enough has been like searching for a needle in a cosmic haystack. Traditionally, scientists hunt for these materials by synthesizing new compounds in laboratories and then measuring their properties, a process that can take months or even years for a single material. Computer simulations can help speed things up, but modeling the behavior of atoms and ions inside a crystal, especially when they start moving rapidly and disorderly, demands enormous computing power. The moment ions begin behaving in complex ways, standard simulations often struggle to capture what's really happening inside the material. This is where artificial intelligence enters the story. Researchers have developed a new machine learning pipeline that acts almost like a detective tool for battery materials. Instead of directly tracking every tiny movement of ions, a computational nightmare, the system predicts how materials would behave in a type of experiment known as Raman spectroscopy. Raman spectroscopy essentially shines light on a material and analyzes how that light scatters, revealing clues about the vibrations and movements of atoms inside the crystal. What the AI discovered is fascinating. When ions start moving extremely quickly through a solid crystal, something unusual happens. Their motion briefly disrupts the crystal's symmetry. Imagine a perfectly arranged crowd suddenly breaking formation as people start rushing through it. That temporary chaos leaves a detectable fingerprint. In the case of battery materials, that fingerprint appears as a distinctive low-frequency signal in the Raman spectrum. This low-frequency signal acts like a hidden beacon indicating that ions are moving almost liquid-like inside a solid structure. In other words, the solid electrolyte behaves partly like a liquid when it comes to ion transport, a phenomenon scientists call superionic conduction. These superionic materials are the holy grail for solid-state batteries because they allow ions to travel extremely fast while still maintaining the structural stability of a solid. The clever part of this research is how the AI makes this practical. Instead of running ultra-expensive physics simulations for every possible material, the machine learning system predicts the Raman signals much more efficiently while maintaining near first principles accuracy. That means scientists can now screen huge libraries of materials computationally and look specifically for the spectral fingerprints associated with rapid ion transport. When researchers tested their method on sodium-based battery materials such as Na3SbS4, a promising sodium-ion conductor, the AI successfully identified the predicted low-frequency Raman features. Materials showing this signal also exhibited high ionic mobility and strong lattice relaxation,
Instead of
confirming
trial
that
and
the
error,
approach
science
can
now uses
reliably
AI, simulations, and data for
pinpoint
discovery.
candidates
For batteries, we
with fast
urgently
ion
need
transport.
breakthroughs in solid-state materials.
Meanwhile, materials where ions move slowly, hopping from one fixed position to another, did not produce this signal, clearly separating the good battery materials from the mediocre ones. This distinction is more
In
powerful
today's
than it
lithium-ion
might
batteries,
sound.
ions travel
Until
easily
now,
through a liquid
scientists
electrolyte,
often
but
had
this
to rely
introduces
on
risks
slow
like fire.
experimental testing to determine how ions moved inside a material. The AI method essentially provides a shortcut, allowing researchers to infer the underlying transport mechanism simply by examining the predicted Raman spectrum. That dramatically reduces the time needed to identify promising solid electrolytes. But the implications go beyond a single battery chemistry. The new framework extends the interpretation of Raman signals beyond traditional superionic systems, meaning it could be applied to a wide range of materials used in energy storage and other technologies. By linking atomic scale simulations with experimental spectroscopy, the approach bridges a gap that has long slowed down materials discovery. For young engineers and scientists entering the field, this represents a broader shift in how science itself is done. Instead of relying purely on slow trial and error experimentation, researchers are increasingly combining AI, physics simulations, and experimental data into powerful discovery engines. In the future, AI systems may scan millions of potential materials virtually before a single experiment is performed in the lab. And the timing couldn't be more important. Global demand for better batteries is exploding as electric vehicles, renewable energy storage, and portable electronics continue to expand. Current lithium-ion technology is approaching its theoretical limits, which means breakthroughs in new materials are urgently needed. Solid-state batteries are widely viewed as the next major step, only if scientists can find materials that allow ions to move fast enough. If the new AI-driven Raman approach works at scale, it could significantly accelerate that search. Instead of testing thousands of materials over decades, researchers might identify promising candidates in a fraction of the time. That could bring safer, higher-capacity batteries to market much sooner than previously expected. Ultimately, what makes this discovery exciting isn't just the identification of a spectral signal, it's the demonstration of how AI can reveal hidden patterns inside complex physical systems. By spotting subtle clues in how atoms vibrate and move, AI is helping scientists uncover behaviors that were once almost impossible to detect. And if those hidden signals guide us to better battery materials, the technology inside your future phone, laptop, or electric car might owe its existence to an AI that learned to listen carefully to the quiet vibrations of atoms inside a